Morning students. Today's class we will learn how to solve simultaneous equation, homogeneous as well as non-homogeneous, by elementary row transformation and other method. First we will reduce the system of linear equation into a matrix form. So how to reduce? So we are considering a system of linear equation, that is a11x1, a12x2, a1mxn equal to b1. Similarly, these are the system of linear equation of m unknowns. These unknowns are x1, x2 dot xn. So first we have to reduce this system of equation into the matrix form. So this system of equation can be put into the matrix form like this. These are the coefficient a11, a12, a1m, like this, an1, an2, an into this is unknown matrix written vertically x1, x2, xn, and this is the non-zero matrix on the right hand side. So after multiplication, row column multiplication, a11 x1, a12 x2, a1m xn, it is equal to b1. So we will get the first equation. Similarly, all equation can be derived from this matrix form. So we are taking this equation, matrix equation, ax equal to b, where a equal to this coefficient matrix, x equal to the unknown matrix, and b equal to right hand side. So any system of linear equation can be put into the matrix form ax equal to b. If right hand side b equal to 0, that is this b equal to 0, then the system of equation is known as homogeneous equation. So in case of homogeneous equation, we will get right hand side 0, so ax equal to b. So we will see both how to solve homogeneous as well as non-homogeneous equation. First we will see how to solve a non-homogeneous linear equation. A system of non-homogeneous simultaneous equation be written into the matrix form like this: ax equal to b. Now pre-multiplying both sides by the A inverse. So A inverse ax equal to A inverse b, provided A inverse exists. We are pre-multiplying both sides by A inverse. So A inverse A, this is A inverse b. Ultimately, A inverse equal to identity matrix. So x equal to A inverse b. This is the solution of this simultaneous equation in non-homogeneous form, provided A inverse must be exist. So let us consider an example. So this is the system of equation which we have to solve by this elementary row transformation matrix method. So x plus y plus z equal to 6, x minus y plus z equal to 2, twice x plus y minus z equal to 1. First, we have to write the matrix form of this equation. So this equation can be written in the matrix form. So first we will write the coefficient 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 2, 1 minus 1. And the unknowns in this equation are x, y. They are writing this unknown is vertical matrix, column matrix. So right hand side is 6 to 1. So if we multiply and equate this matrix, then we will get this three equation: 1x plus 1y plus 1z equal to 6, 1x minus y plus z equal to 2. Similarly, this. So we will do now elementary row operation. The system is equivalent to x, y, z. During row operation, we will do elementary row operation on these two matrices, not in the unknown matrix. If we do in the unknown matrix, then the system will be not equivalent. So first we will make this 0, R2 in row 2, row R2 minus R1, and in R3 minus 2 into R1. See, so R1 remains same. So we are doing operation R2 minus R1 transformation, that is 1 minus 1 0, this is minus 2, and 1 minus 1 0. We have to make zeros. So 2 minus R3 minus 2 1, 2 minus 2 0, this is minus 2, 1, 2 into 2 minus 2, so this is minus 1, sorry, this is minus 1, and minus 1 minus 2, this is minus 3. So this matrix remains same, and you have to do again elementary row transformation on this matrix. First row is 6, next 2 minus 6 R2 minus R1, 2 minus 6 minus 4, 1 minus 2 into 6 12, 1 minus 12, this is minus 11. So again we can make zeros, or we can interchange these two rows. So we are interchanging R2 to R3 and R3 to R2. This is same. 0 minus 1 minus 3, 0 minus 2 0, and this remains same. 6 minus 11 minus 4. So this is an equivalent matrix. The given system of equation is equivalent to the following equation. So this system implies the following equation: x plus y plus z equal to 1, x into 1, y into 1, z into 1 equal to 6. Similarly, minus y minus 3z equal to minus 11, minus 2y equal to minus 4. So mark it 1, 2, and from this equation we can easily find y equal to 2. So now putting the values of y into, so if we put the values of y into, then 3z equal to minus y plus 11. This is minus 2 plus 11 equal to 9. Ultimately minus 2 plus 11 equal to 9. Ultimately z equal to 3. And putting these values y and z in 6, we will get x equal to 6 minus y minus z, that is 6 minus 2 minus 3, this is equal to 1. So we are getting the all three values of the unknowns. We are getting all three values of the unknown. This is x equal to, we are getting x equal to 1, y equal to 2, z equal to 3. So in this way, by this method, we can find out the solution of this system of linear equation, that is the three unknown x, y, z. Right? Another example, this is x plus y plus z equal to 0, twice x plus 3y minus 5z equal to 7, minus 3x minus 4y minus 2z equal to minus 1. So similarly as earlier, we have to write the matrix from this equation. So writing matrix from this equation, first writing the coefficient matrix 1 1 1 2 3 minus 5 3 minus 4 minus 2, and these are the three unknowns x, y, z, writing in column matrix, and right inside 0 7 minus 1. So we are making equivalent form. So first we are doing R2 minus 2R1, because it is 2 minus 2 equal to 0, and this is 3 minus 3 into R1 becomes 0. So we have to make most elements 0. So during these two operations, that is 2 minus 2 0, multiplying by 2, 1 minus 2, or 3 minus 2 equal to 1, this is 2, minus 5 minus 2 minus 7, and in R3 minus 3 R1, 3 minus 3 0, multiplying by 3, minus 4 minus 3 minus 7, 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 5, this remains same. And on the right hand side, the first row is 0, R2 minus 2 into R1, 7 minus 2 into 0, 7, ultimately remains same. So next row we are doing R3 plus 7 into R2, 0 plus 7 into 0, minus 7 plus 7 into 1 0, minus 5 plus minus 7 is minus 49, minus 5 minus 49, this is minus 54. So the given system of equation, this given system of equation is equivalent to the following equation. What will be the equation? 1 into x, 1 into y, 1 into z, that is x plus y plus z, and in the right hand side this is 0. Similarly 0 into x, 1 into y, minus 7 into z equal to 7, this is y minus 7z equal to 7. And last one is 0 into x, 0 y, minus 54 z equal to 48. From this minus 54 z equal to 48, we are finding z equal to minus 8 by 9. So putting the values of z in 2, we will get this y equal to 7 plus 7z, and after putting the value of z, we will get y equal to 7 by 9. Finally, putting the value of x and z and y in 1, we will get x equal to minus y minus z. Putting the simple calculation, x equal to 1 by 9. So in this way, we get all the values of 3 unknown, x equal to 1 by 9, y equal to 7 by 9, z equal to minus 8 by 9. So perhaps I think you got it. Generally, there are two types of linear simultaneous equations: the consistent equation and inconsistent equation. This will be discussed later on. Now we will do another method to find out the solution of this type of non-homogeneous simultaneous equation by finding inverse of the matrix. So see, in this example, this one, same problem, we have to given to find out the solution of this equation: twice x minus y plus 3z equal to 9, x plus y plus z equal to 6, x minus y plus z equal to 2. So first we have to write this the matrix form of this simultaneous linear equation. This is again like this: coefficient matrix x, y, z, 9, 6, 2. So this is in the form ax plus b. So we already got x equal to a inverse b. This is the solution of this equation. Here a equal to, this is the coefficient matrix, y x equal to this matrix of the unknown, and b equal to right hand side matrix 9, 6, 2. First we have to see determinant of a. So determinant of, just replace matrix sign by determinant, 3 by 3 determinant, and expanding it, we will get minus 2, which is not equal to 0. So if determinant of a not equal to 0, then a inverse is always exist. We have a theorem, the necessary sufficient condition for existence of an inverse of a matrix is that determinant of that matrix is not equal to 0. So next step, we have to find the cofactor. We already gone through this in our earlier classes, that how to find what are the minors and cofactors of these elements of a matrix. So in determinant of a C11, that is the cofactor of first element and first row element of the first row and first column. So when we are going to find out the cofactor, this sign is always positive, minus 1 to the power I plus j, where I is the number of row and j is the number of column. So this is always become plus, because first row element of the first row 1, and now column number 1, 1 plus 1 2, minus 1 whole square equal to 1. So this is 1. So eliminating this row and this column, the lower order determinant 1 1 minus 1 1. So ultimately expanding 2. Similarly, this one is minus, so sign goes alternatively, plus minus plus minus. So we can find out this cofactor of 1 2, element in the first row and second column. Similarly, we will get the all cofactors of this 9 element. So we have done earlier in our previous classes. So these are the all 9 cofactors. These are the all 9 cofactors of the. These are the all 9 cofactors of the element. Next step, we have to find the adjoint of A. What is adjoint of A? The adjoint of A is the transpose of the matrix of the cofactors. So the matrix formed by this cofactor, we have to take transpose. So what are the cofactors? We are getting 2 0 minus 2 minus 2 1 minus 1 1 minus 4 1 3, and we have to take transpose. Transpose means we have to interchange the rows and columns. So earlier 2 0 2 row, it becomes columns, 2 0 minus 2 minus 2 minus 1 1 column, and minus 4 1 3 column. So this is the adjoint of A, because when we are going to find out the inverse, this is the formula of the inverse is 1 by determinant of adjoint of A. Putting the values of the determinant of A, we have found it earlier, and the matrix. So from this we are getting inverse, multiplying each and every element of this by constant scalar. So this becomes an A inverse. So this is the A inverse, and we have to go for solution. We have the solution x equal to A inverse B. X equal to, these are the 3 unknown, x, y, z, A inverse this one, and right hand side matrix B means right hand side means 9 6 2, and after multiplication this into row and column multiplication, we are getting this, and after solving these 3 equation, we are getting 1 2 3. That means x equal to 1, equality of matrix, x equal to 1, y equal to 2, and z equal to 3. So this is another method to find out the solution of simultaneous linear equation. Here you have to find the inverse of matrix. After getting inverse, we have to multiply it by the right hand side matrix B, then we will get the solution of this equation. Okay.